one, Diane Maris being another one, and Bruce also said he would help too.
And Joe Torriello, I don't know, I know you mentioned the other night.
Yeah,
Tom,
right.
I don't know if you're part of that too? Did you volunteer for Community Day?
Absolutely.
I thought.
Absolutely.
All right, good, thank you.
Way to get him on the record.
No pressure.
And as far as the journal is concerned, I have the 2008-2009 lists at home that we've compiled from there. Kim and I are going to streamline the 2010 since we don't have it at home. That was done here. And I anticipate those letters to be out the beginning of next week.
Okay.
And we're going to look in and cross-check vendors that you have to make sure that we have everybody. And I know Aqua, of course, keeps asking me to make sure that I don't forget to put him on the list, Dave DiGirolamo. So I think we're going to be out by next week with all of our letters.
Good, good. Kim, now, because Community Day was, I think Mary Ann took care of a lot of the things last year, do we still have the email addresses, or do you need my email, my distribution list?
I'm going to need some things from you, but I do have a big file that was kept. So hopefully there's a printout in there and gone through everything.
Because I have all the ones that I worked on.
Yeah, I mean, we have the map and the book and things like that, so we know where we are with the ad journal and who participated and what event they, what they sold or what they, were doing with the kids that day.
The other thing too is that I like to sit with the road crew to see what they need for that day, because I know they're always out there running around and stuff. That's okay with you, Bruce. To get with these guys and find out exactly what we need to do to help them to make that day easier for those three guys working.
Okay.
Okay.
And is it 100% decided regarding the parade? What are we doing about the parade?
I don't think that's been decided.
Yeah, I don't think we really.
Well, it needs to be, because then that needs to be organized and people have to be contacted to participate in it. Phillipsburg Marching Band, I got to see if they're available. The people with the horses have said something, and different groups.
That's right, we did have.
I mean, honestly, just an opinion, based on the turnout last year down the street and all, it was pretty sparse, and I would think that might be an area where we could save some money on it.
Because everybody
Well, it
in
doesn't
town was
cost
marching
any
in
money
the
for the
parade.
parade. It doesn't cost any money for the parade. I mean, the only thing we do is we do a donation to the Phillipsburg Band, but then they also play back here in the park.
Yeah.
Will they still play the park without?
I could contact them, regarding that, but I just need to.
The other thing you mentioned is the residents that contact us about the horses. I'm not sure that they were volunteering for the parade. If you're referring to the email.
No, I have another group.
Okay.
I have another group.
All right, because there
a riding team that
okay.
wants to go.
All right. So that's a different thing, because I got contacted by a resident that wanted to bring horses, not necessarily for riding,
right,
but just to have them.
Yeah.
So, okay. All right. Sounds good. Okay.
So are we going to decide on a parade?
Can we sit with it for a little while and kind of like get us through
by next month?
No, can we, well, maybe by the end of this meeting, you never know.
Okay.
We'll just kind of
digest this a little bit and think about whether or not we want to walk again.
Yeah, so remember.
I have no problem with walking. It's just that, we were basically walking down by ourselves last year. There was nobody.
It was a stretch, yeah.
Can I just say my opinion, since I do the parade? I don't think we should have it.
Now because you said that, now
well,
we're going to wind up doing it.
Because it's rushing the parade and then getting down here for Community Day and then getting all the other stuff.
That was the other thing, is it was difficult to pull things together for doing the talks and all once we got down here from the parade. Whereas if we just kind of started out down here, I think it would be better. Plus, you don't have to worry about scheduling the police for closing the streets and all that.
I'm going to be going on Saturday to Wapakon's Community Day. Just my kids and check out the seat. I haven't been to theirs and see how they run.
Well, we've all been invited to that too.
Well, it's open to everybody.
No, we've been.
They have fireworks.
Yes, we've been invited to that too.
Well, I'll tell you what, let's just come back to this at the end of the meeting, Kim. We'll give you an answer before the end of the meeting. We'll just kind of sit with it a little bit. Let's see, resolution, I need a motion for resolution 2011-63, and this is the renewal of liquor license for those businesses in town, along with the American Legion.
How many licenses do we have?
I have one club, 2 distribution, and I think the resolution, is it 3 or 4?
Well, there's 6 on here.
Yeah, well, it's one club license, and it's the one club license, which is the
Right.
American Legion. The distribution is the 2 Bondi bars.
Right.
And then the 3 is Warnside, Applebee's, and Pizzano's.
And this is for them to keep their license.
This is to renew, yeah. They pay $1,200 to the town. That is the renewal fee, and $200 to the state. And I do have one that is requires a special ruling. It's a pocketed license. That's an inactive license, and they pay the same thing. So I really have 4 consumption licenses.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Okay, I'm sorry, who made the motion?
I did.
And Dan, you seconded that. Milioti?
Yes?
Williams?
Yes.
Perez?
Yes.
Erniak?
Yes.
Siegel?
Yes. Okay, I have one other item on my agenda, and it's related to sewer. And I feel it's important to address this at this meeting because it was a topic that came up recently during the re-election, and I think it's important to address it. So a couple things. One is there was some information that was distributed to residents as well as in the newspaper around money that was taken from the sewer reserve fund to plug a budget hole without a repayment plan for 2011. And I know, Elaine, I think you mentioned it at the last meeting that there was no plan when we were adopting the budget.
Several times.
Yeah, you had mentioned it, that there was no repayment plan to take care of that. And,
No discussions. Yes.
pardon?
No discussions about repayment. Yes.
Right, right. We had a number of budget workshops.
Right.
Right.
No discussions.
Okay, so a couple things. What I'd like to do is just clarify some things. It talked about $300,000 that was taken from the sewer surplus to close a budget gap. The first $200,000 that was taken from the sewer surplus fund to close a budget gap was in 2008 for the 2009 budget. That was done when Elaine was mayor, and my personal belief had to do with, and I think I mentioned this at the last meeting as well, it was, Elaine, you were pretty insistent that the taxes not be raised more than a penny that year. So that's how the first $200,000 was taken. Last year, $100,000 was taken to close the budget gap, and one of the main reasons for that was due to the governor saying that we needed to use surplus before going to the state for a waiver. So just wanted to clarify that. So as a result of that, and because residents do seem to feel that there should be a repayment plan in place this year, I would like the sewer subcommittee to address that and prepare a proposal so that it comes to the next township committee meeting on July 21st with recommendations on how to close on that repayment plan. So a repayment plan that would start in January 2012, and a couple parameters that I would like to put out there would say that that proposal should not include a reduced stipend to the fire department, the emergency squad, I'm trying to think of the recreation. No further reductions or cuts to the police department because we have already taken a number of cuts from the various departments this year to close the budget. So that would be my request on addressing the repayment of the sewer. One other thing I'd like to say is that the sewer is paid into, obviously, by residents who pay into who have sewer, and that is not all residents in the township. So I would ask that the plan, the proposal that's prepared is one that does not include those residents or businesses that have already paid into the sewer fund, because that would be double dipping. They've already paid those funds. So that would be another request that I would make.
Can I respond to that?